Yo, he's losing everything by more Pegasus. Let's get into it. I don't know who this guy is, but he's gonna explain
Hassan
it
is
either
having
way.
a mental breakdown because he's losing viewership. Now, if you're actually one of the lobotomites that watches this guy, I pray for
Oh,
you.
I
I
thought I was gonna
really
say
do.
that
But it
doesn't
seems
know
that
him.
people are slowly inserting their brains back into their heads and realizing that this guy is full of shit. Now, Hassan is a trust fund socialist who has some of the worst takes on the entire planet. If you guys remember, the last time I talked about him on my main channel was when he was defending a bunch of rioters from beating and robbing an old man on the street. Truly an
What the heck? What is the riot for? I mean, either way, you shouldn't be beating an old man, but like, what is the riot for? You know?
intellectual titan on the side of justice over here. Anyways, today he randomly started crying in his Discord about his viewership, and it's honestly hilarious. Here we got a tweet. Hassan is having a mental breakdown in his Discord over his declining viewership. Here's the first message. I'm so sad. I think the streams are bangers, but people just don't see them. Now, if you ever refer to a Hassan stream as a banger, I want you to know
Dude, like, that's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, as someone that makes videos, if I see a video and I feel like I did so well in the video, I did put all of my energy into it. It was the most funniest video that I would watch a million times over. It only got like 15 views. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, I feel like this is a banger, but you guys aren't watching it. I just be like, okay, on to the next. You know, it's just something that you don't really cry about because it's like that's gonna happen. You should have known that becoming a streamer. Like, shit
that
like
your
that's gonna
parents
happen.
have failed you in several ways. And you might, I'm not saying anything, you might have a brain tumor. Just saying. My guy, what are you saying? You sit on stream for 10 hours a day, literally eating food, reacting to other people's videos. This dude is literally the male Pokemon. There's an actual meme about him that's posted pretty much everywhere. Live Hassan reaction.
I
Because
swear, this is how people be thinking, be accusing me of how I be reacting. Like, I at least, like, sometimes I get annoyed by how much I talk. Because I talk at least, like, every, like, couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just going to sit here, bring a whole bunch of thing of popcorn, just start eating and reacting to something and not say anything.
he's
At that point, I
literally
might as
not
well
there.
just repost the
He has
video.
this thing where he refuses to pause videos because the thing about streaming is that if you're not constantly on, people will leave, right? People will, because these are some, I don't know, ADHD kids or whatever. So if he pauses the video, he loses like 5,000 viewers or something because people are obviously there for the shit he's reacting to or whatever.
No, 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 no. I just paused again and y'all leaving. Like, I can't see that being completely true. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you have ADHD, but at that point, if your viewers are leaving because you're pausing, like, obviously that's not your target audience. You want to meet a target audience that's at least patient enough to sit here and listen to you. So if you're one of the people that already left, you wouldn't be hearing this. But screw you, you're not my target audience anyways. And that's just that.
And he's so obsessed with having a high viewership and so insecure about that count that he refuses to pause the video, and essentially, like, even when he's going to the toilet or going somewhere, he just leaves it on. And that's really shitty to the creator he's actually reacting to, you know? Okay, comment number
That's just
two.
shitty content. Like, I don't understand how I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say all that, but honestly, I don't see how people even watch them. If you're just gonna get up and leave, like if I was to just go like, "Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom or something," and then keep the video playing and not show up for a while, that's like, what's the point of me watching this guy? I should just go watch the video myself at that point, or even better, go watch a better reactor that reacts to the videos at that point.
We used to
Keep
be a
thinking someone's behind
community.
me.
I hate what my community is becoming. Womp womp, dude. Wasn't this guy the same
womp,
reject that was crying literally a month ago about how streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 job and how streaming is more mentally draining than
Like, let's be real. A 9 to 5 sucks. Like, I haven't even done it yet, and I'd much rather sit here, record, edit every day instead of doing a 9 to 5. Like, I hate people that say that. Like, man, me being myself on the recording and people literally just giving me money to be myself is such a hard job. What? It's hard if you make it hard. It's hard if you put in your mindset that, oh, I have to go and record, I have to go and stream, I have to go and do all this and that. But if you're just being yourself, then it's different. Like, okay, for somebody like, I don't know. I'm not gonna start calling out creators like I want beef with them, but like off my opinion of what I've seen, like Sketch, right? Sketch is a upcoming creator. He seems to put on a persona of like someone who's like, I don't know how to like say it, not completely on the spectrum. Just kidding. But like seriously, he like gives off a personality that doesn't seem like his regular personality, right? So yeah, for him, it's probably harder to get on recording every day and put on that persona. But if he's having fun doing it, then it shouldn't be hard. If you're not having fun being yourself, then be someone else, I guess. Because it shouldn't be
Regular
harder than a
service
9 to
jobs,
5.
like
That's
people
just
say God doesn't make
ridiculous.
mistakes, but then we have Hassan, so I don't know about that one,
crazy.
dude. Like he's saying we used to be a community, like this dude had the nicest community on the planet over here. Like when people think of good communities, we think of Hassanabi over here. Also, can I just point out that if you hate what your community is becoming, it's probably your fault, because your community reflects the streamer, especially in the
True.
Twitch space. So if you don't like them, you probably just don't like yourself. They probably use the same sort of twisted logic you do when arguing with people, you know, and that probably pisses you off. Now, probably one of the best messages here: I swear Twitch streaming isn't about the actual content, it's about whether people want to pay attention to you or not in cloud. All that shit was a banger, and 13K watch like I'm fucking gaming at 8 p.m. This guy is...
You pissing me off, nigga. Like, you're genuinely pissing me off. I wish I got 13K watching my goddamn video. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it like a little bitch, bro. You're annoying.
actually crying over getting 13,000 viewers live.
13,000 is actually good. I'm pretty sure if you hop into an ISO speed stream, he gets like 30K to 60K, right? And obviously, you're not ISO speed. I didn't even know you before this. So the fact that you're still getting 13K, that's pretty profitable, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, this dude is the type of guy in class, right? To get a 99 score, and then he'll go up in class in front of everybody and go to the teacher and be like, I wanted 100. I suck, guys. I don't even study. Like, dude, stop being such a bitch, man. You have the best job
what I'm saying.
in the world.
It's so weird.
You sit on your ass doing nothing, and your community is...
Thank you. Like, how is that harder than a 9 to 5? A 9 to 5, you're genuinely working, you're genuinely under rules of somebody else, and there's probably a constant fear. Like, I know as I have a job, there's always a constant fear that you may just get fired one day, right? But the fact that you get to do literally nothing and get paid for it, and you're crying because you get an average view base, that's just so weird.
So absolutely cultish that you don't even have to worry about ever getting canceled. You can literally say the most outrageous shit imaginable, and people do not care, because I don't know what shrooms you have them on, but you've got them under a spell. Like, you can say the stupidest shit ever, and they just don't care, dude. I mean, I can't possibly think of a better gig than that. Also, I just love the absolute irony over here of Twitch streaming isn't about the actual content, and this guy coming to a realization that he's not special at all. Dude, everything on the internet, like, just because you have a following on the internet doesn't mean you're hot shit, doesn't mean you're better than everybody. The amount of idiots that are so popular beyond belief, it should be a testament to showing everybody that it doesn't take much to become famous.
I just don't get it. Like, I don't see how people view themselves so highly because of their view base, you know? Like, I feel like one day I'm definitely going to have a good enough view base to be, like, happy about it. What the heck? Didn't even play it. I can skip. Bet. But, like, I'm not going to act like I'm better than anybody else in this world. The only way that I would act like I'm better than somebody else is if it's somebody else that's complaining because of the fact that they don't succeed in life and they haven't even tried, you know? But I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm different from any other person who puts in just as much hard work as I do.
Top streamers are literally just women with their clothes off, literally, in various, you know, roundabout ways, essentially, all these hot tub streamers, and they pretty much get similar viewership, dude.
Yeah,
like, it's not something special you're doing, and I feel like he's finally realizing that he's not hot shit, and that's kind of, you know, breaking down his whole like persona or something, that, oh my god, I'm better than everybody. And then he just continues whining here. I'm done, guys. I hate this job. I'm not streaming today. And yeah, that was
Good. Go ahead and get yourself a job. Go ahead, and I'm gonna say this because I don't care, because last time people were mad. But go ahead and start flipping them patties. I said that on one video and people were so pissed, bro. They were like, bro, who even are you? And it was about some dude that was a dick. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I said it to the guy that made this video. I'm not like, man, this video sucks. Go make patties. You know, like that's weird. But like, it was a guy that
This is
actually
the one
deserved
day
it.
that the world actually had peace. Angels started to sing. Dead people came back to life. In fact, my dead great-great-grandmother just resurrected and was like, wait, Hassan's gone? I can come back? Yeah, let's go, baby. All injuries around the world was cured, bro. That was a special day for sure. And then this last part, I'm going to neck myself. Hassan, when he doesn't make $6 bajillion a day.
My nigga, like, you're just kind of sad, bro. Like, this is mad pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it hurts to watch. It's like, you're getting 13K and you're like, man, this sucks. I hate being myself on a stream and getting paid for it. I'm going to off myself. That's weird. That's so weird. Like, why are you like that?
I'm going to jump off a bridge, guys. Listen, no joking. If this is like somewhat serious or whatever, dude, you should not let streaming affect your mental so much to the point where you're actually saying stuff like this. You're literally a multi-millionaire. It's such a loser thing to actually be sad about any of this.
It's so weird because it's the fact that, like, okay, like, if this is like something going on like mentally, maybe don't involve streaming with it. Like, if you have a mental problem right now where you feel depressed and you're relating that somehow to streaming, maybe just don't stream. Don't pull attention to it. But the way that he's like commenting on all of his Discords, like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna like off myself. I'm not gonna record anything like that. It's just weird. It seems like you're just attention pulling, you know?
And actually be mad about getting only 13,000 viewers here. Like, you know, you can be a little upset over it or whatever, but this sort of meltdown you're having here, it's just not healthy, man. You need to get off the internet. You need to go touch some grass. You need to realize that your viewership doesn't define you. This kind of reaction is only from somebody who places their entire like worth on their viewership, and they think that if the viewership goes down, they're not worth anything, which probably is true in the case of Hassan over here. But let's pretend it's not for a second. And you know, Hassan Copywriters was always going to be in the comment section. Well, actually, he's joking. Well, actually, it's satire. It's actually gigabrain satire here. Dude, he's complained about this for several months to years, and now it clearly affects him so much that he literally decides not to stream some days, and he gets so angry over it. And like, it's always this dumb shit of the Schrodinger's idiot. You say something completely idiotic, and then when called out, I was just joking, guys. I didn't actually mean it that way. Same thing with the
I hate
streaming
that so much.
is harder than a 9 to 5. Well, I didn't mean it that way. I was actually just talking about this.
Just hearing him say it pisses me off so much. It reminds me of when like someone will flame the absolute hell out of you. Like, they'll be like, damn, nigga, that's why you don't got a mom. Like, that's why you live in a basement and shit. Like, how you're a loser. And then you get all pissed. Like, of course you get mad about that. You're like, man, I was just joking. You can't take a joke. That shit ain't a joke. That's just pure disrespect, bro.
Like, no, you said what you said. People.
And it ties to this. It's like, obviously you weren't joking. Don't try to cover it up now. Just so it makes it look like I'm the one that's taken it out of proportion. Like, you said what you said, and what you said isn't near a joke.
Sad.
So like,
People
don't
have
mess
no
around
sympathy.
with it.
Bro thinks silently watching YouTube videos for 6 hours while somehow eating chicken and rice the entire time as banger content. Hassan said, Wallahi, I'm finished. Hassan always seems to blame everyone but himself. That's pretty much a requirement in his sphere. He's not a serious streamer, Lamau. Nothing to give except throwing random racist accusations, not even at his share half of the time. He may just have to fight Sam Hyde to stay relevant. Live Hassan reaction, the classic. Good. It couldn't happen to a more deserving person. It's an election year, so he'll probably be alright. But the fact that he's incapable of taking a step back and realizing how his viewership is still high, how he's set for life, how he has a solid run as one of the most watched streamers ever, like he's just incapable of sourcing happiness from those factors is just so wonderful.
People keep saying that, so I keep hearing it in the video that he is like this big YouTuber who's set for life. I've never even heard of him before. So this is just surprising to me. But it's also like pissing me off. It's like, bro, if I was ever in a situation where I know, like, man, I'm straight, my kids are straight, my kids are straight, like, I'm gonna be put in history as one of the better streamers, like one of the most watched streamers, you know, I would not have a problem in my life. And if I did have a problem in my life, it definitely wouldn't be publicized, considering of my image. But now he's ruining it. I mean, he's probably
PS4,
still set
not
for
a good
life.
person, and for the longest time, his sheer popularity and viewership would outweigh that in any drama he found himself in. But his dishonest, reckless, and egregious coverage of all these issues, people have just clocked out into his true nature and moved on. Good riddance. Yeah, Willie Mac Show has made a bunch of videos just exposing him. So if you're interested in all that, go ahead. And even the most like devout Hassan fan would probably be converted. Lasan downfall finally happened. Is just so peak. Dude, the amount of people just praying on this guy's downfall genuinely like restores faith in humanity for me. Okay, you know, when Hassan actually follows through and never streams again. Can't believe. Dude, oh my god, this is too funny.
LeBron actually post that? Okay, yeah, that's nigga, bro.
Overviews. Listen, all I can think is that is a desperate cry for attention over there. It's kind of like, oh, my viewership
all
is falling.
based.
Please look at me, guys. Look at me. I'm gonna nick myself. Like, okay, so here are Hassan's statistics over here: declining viewership and subs. Oof. And this February 2024 with 50K subs. And now it's almost halved over here. Tier 1s have dropped.
Ooh. Yeah. If my subscriber count dropped down by half in just a couple of months, maybe I would be like Hassan. Maybe. But did this happen before or after the whole? Like,
tier 2s,
him crying for
everything's
attention.
dropped. Oh, he got 3 extra tier 3 subs over here. God damn, that's impressive. No, but basically he went from earning $6 bajillion to $5 bajillion. Like, it's not a big deal at all. The only people that whine about this are extremely privileged fucking losers such as himself, who genuinely think that this is harder than like a genuine like 9-to-5 job here. I don't know, man. It's just in such bad taste. Probably at least once in your
I'm gonna keep pausing. I'm sorry. I just can't see myself anywhere in life being so set to going down to, oh, I'm still set, but it's not as much, and being mad about it. You know, it's like, man, you're good. You're good
for what you have. Be grateful for what your community has actually given you the opportunity to connect with people, to, you know, live your life on such ultra omega easy mode where you just get up in the morning, you have no stress, you don't even have to stream that day if you don't want to, you don't, like, you can just disappear for a month and you'd be completely fine. Basically what's happening here is that you yourself are choosing to stream, you're burning yourself out with all these numbers, getting obsessed over it, and you know, I can understand a lot of creators are obsessed over the numbers. It's a very hard thing to distance yourself from, but
yeah, true. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Especially being in the position you are with the takes you've had previously is just not a good look. A 45% decrease in a month, depressing. Okay, so if your viewership halved in a day, I mean, bro, it's the internet. Shit happens, dude. Goddamn, get over it. Got Mitch over here. I used to be subbed to Hassan. Used to consider myself a liberal. Was interested but disgusted with his coverage of situations. Yeah. Dude, if you trust his opinion on absolutely everything, like the amount of times I've seen him completely misrepresent a situation to push an agenda is crazy. This guy only thinks in binary. There is no nuance. It's all this political hack. It is pathetic, man. And I know why he's so miserable and depressed, because there's nobody on that sort of side of like people who are hyper obsessed with race, people who are hyper obsessed with dividing, I don't know, America, like, being grifters, liars, dividing Hassan people by race. There's nobody in that sphere who is ever going to be happy. Okay, even you could give him bajillion dollars and infinite, like everything he.
Another free, another ad.
I took my business to the next level.
Especially Shopify.
It's Shopify.
Because Mr. Beast is with them.
Shopify gives you everything you need to turn your fans into customers.
Everything he ever wanted, he's still gonna be miserable, because at the core he's just a rotten human being, man. And you need to take an intervention, man. You need to calm down, sit down, and reevaluate your beliefs, reevaluate what type of person you're being, and you know, God forbid there's an afterlife, man. You will not be having a good time. So I don't know, maybe it's time to atone for your sins over here, buddy.
I'm so sad. I think the streams are bangers, but people just don't see them. We used to be a community.
So here's Destiny talking about why his son fell off.
The celeb and bring them on or whatever, but I don't think he's converting a lot of that person's fans to his stream because those people aren't even stream viewers. And then he doesn't have like communities anymore that he can associate with because it seems like he doesn't collab with other big streamer communities much anymore. And then he lost his connection to Ethan, which was the largest community they could draw people from. So that's one part, is the unwillingness to collaborate with other communities, I think is now hurting him a lot. I think a second thing is his I think that he grew up really huge on a certain like political mindset, which is basically like this kind of weird far left doomerism tanky bullshit. And as that has risen quickly online over the past 3 or 4 years, he grew alongside it. But now as it started to slide, especially in response to crazy takes that far left people have.
It just seems like he completely missed the basis of being a content creator in general. First off, one of the main rules off of watching like a million YouTubers of telling us how to become big: don't pay attention to numbers, forget those, just post, don't look at numbers, right? He does the exact opposite. He looks at numbers, he cries about it, he's overall being a bitch, right? Secondly, change your content based off of the world. Like, you gotta adapt to what's going on. Like, I used to react to just Jubilee videos and stuff, and then obviously, like, based off my views, I was like, okay, maybe this isn't it, maybe let's react to things like this, like something that's actually relevant right now. But if you're going to keep on talking about stuff that's not relevant, making points that are very debatable, that your viewers may not like, that could easily have your viewers. Like right now, if I was to say, I don't like straight people, well, there goes my straight audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. I'm straight, by the way. I just wanted to make that as a point. But yeah, that's just weird. Like, why, like, he's, as a person of his status who talks about things that he does, he has to comprehend that maybe one day I'm going to say something that's going to end up being detrimental to my viewership. I'm actually cooking right now. The way I'm talking, the way I'm speaking, the way I'm preaching is honestly cooking right now. But seriously, it's just the fact that he needs to recognize the fact that he's not going to get this many viewers if he keeps talking the way he is. If he keeps doing the content the way he is, based off of the world not caring about that anymore, he's definitely not going to be noticed anymore or relevant. So he just needs to adapt, basically, is what I'm saying.
Especially in regards to like Palestine, Israel, especially in regards to like Taiwan and China. As that becomes less popular, Hassan's popularity is going to slide with that because he hasn't carved out his own unique like fan base.
Yeah, I mean, definitely has a point there. Hassan has gotten really freaking extreme that it's very hard for the average, normal person with a little bit of common sense to agree with him on absolutely anything, just because he's so like, divided, so split, and he's just like, he wants to make everybody else the enemy. It's always us against them. And it's just depressing. It's just hard to like a person who's always angry and always like, I don't know, out to get people over here. So now shout out to Sensitive Society for making me check Hassan's Reddit over here. One of his fans actually made a post. I wish Hassan would stop stressing over his viewer count. I'm writing this because of the message he sent in his Discord today that he was disappointed and had low viewership. Those messages ended up on Twitter, Reddit, absolutely disgusting viral tweets dunking on him for that. This is not the first time he's complaining about that, which is so annoying to me. Not gonna lie, it's a big turnoff when streamers complain about viewership. Just build strong relationships with who you have here. And stop
it's so annoying when anybody who's receiving gifts and stuff like complains about anything. That's like if I was to come on here and be like, okay, one thing I can definitely rep the fact that I complain about is hate. Like, I'll sit here and be like, man, y'all saying hate comments about this and that, and then I'll explain my side of it, but that's hate comments. Overall, it's not going to be something that I drag a whole bunch. But it's like if I came on here and be like, man, my one video got 2,000 views, and now this one only got 15. Like, what are you guys doing? You guys got a view? Like, no, that's weird. That's nasty. That's just so cringe. It's like, obviously, it's on you. Like, why are you blaming your viewers for not wanting to view your content? Like, you might have thought it was a banger, but obviously you didn't promote it as a banger because they didn't watch it. It's like, yeah, like they already said in the video, self-accountability is also a key that he needs to put in. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it, who's not. Yeah, just love me. Why do you need more than me, guys? He needs to stop doing this and come to terms with the fact that viewers watch him mainly for political coverage and don't like IRL and gaming content. Even back then, he averaged 30k plus. He always had way less viewers when he did IRL or gaming. There's nothing new. It is what it is. Like, be thankful that thousands of people are still willing to watch you when you're doing fun content.
See, like, and that's the reality of it. Like, okay, people didn't like you when you did gaming content stuff, but when you did blah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my camera. When you did political stuff, right? People liked it. Now you're starting to verge more to gaming stuff, and people aren't liking it. That's fine because of the fact that you've built your fan base off of political things. Rebranding yourself isn't a bad thing. Either A, keep that account, right? Keep the account you have. Do this whole political stuff that you love to do, right? Keep that and just do your political things. If you no longer enjoy it, screw that channel. Create a new one where you get to rebrand yourself and create a new target audience on everything. And then boom. Like, yeah, it's probably not going to blow up immediately, but people know your name. People who are interested in seeing you game and stuff, and they're going to see, like, okay, he made a whole new channel based off of gaming, are going to subscribe, and you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already have a head start if you want to do all that.
I would actually have no problem with Hassan if he stuck to, I don't know, this type of fun content. You know, I've seen a couple clips of him, like, playing Among Us with other people, playing these party games with other people. That's fun. Like, you know, if he's playing Monopoly with somebody or whatever, I like that content, okay? But, you know, when he starts getting political, when he starts getting so hateful towards other people, it's just a miserable existence, and I can't support that.
Why is that
Also,
dog always
when
passed
he's
out
traveling,
back
it's
there,
mostly a
bro?
time zone thing. Oh, there's copium, man. It's too late for people in the U.S. All right, IRL Street, you can expect people to watch you. Well, it's worse for European Hasanabi heads. Is that what he calls his fan base? Hasanabi heads? Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's
Maybe he's
cringe as
changed it
fuck.
to the lobotomites. Really hope this is the last time I see him
Lobotomites.
complaining about
What
this
is that?
Not only discuss unnecessary stress, sure it alienates his fan base. Guys, just remember, if you ever feel bad about yourself, just remember the thousands of people actually watch and take Hassan seriously and respect his opinion. That should already give you enough confidence to take on the world, okay? 133k members in a Hassan subreddit. This is wow, that's a bunch of failures right there, dude. Anyways, Hassan,
That's
keep
crazy.
crying, bro.
That's actually
It's crazy. This guy's a decade older than me, by the way, and crying over internet views. I cannot imagine. At that point, have a family and settle down, buddy. Jesus. Anyways,
You're 32 crying over views? Settle in. Get yourself a regular job. Get a nice beach house. Get yourself a family. And wrap it up, Unc. Because your time is basically over. Like, you're 32 crying over
see you
views.
later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Honestly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been yapping like all video. This video is definitely gonna be stretched out to like 20-some minutes. But all I'm saying is, I wouldn't come on here and say something that's very controversial and expect to keep the same viewership or subscriber count, you know? Like, knowing that a lot of my subscribers are American, right? Let's say I was like, man, I really hate Russians. Okay, there goes my Russian fan base, and there goes anybody who also does not like the fact that I'm clowning on Russians. So that's unpredictable numbers going down. I don't know. It just feels like common sense to not all do all that stuff, but that's just me. That's just me and my content. Hope y'all enjoyed. Love y'all. Peace.